I mean, I just, I think our approach is very different going into the playoffs. We obviously understood that we had, a bad stretch to end the season, however long it was. But we came in and, after a day off, and we came in and we met the first day. We just talked about what we didn't do well and what we need to do, to have a chance going forward. And I thought we just bought into it. We had a good week of work, some good practices where we competed. We weren't at each other. I think we were just able to put that behind us and come into the series and just play. And we also understood, especially as the older guys, that whatever happened in regular season, it doesn't matter anymore at this point. You just have to focus on the series and go one game at a time. And obviously, game one was a tough game, and we came up short. But tonight was a new opportunity. Every game in the playoffs is a new game, regardless of what happened the game before. You can't dwell on it. You can't think about it. You just have to move on and come in and try to play better. And I thought that's what we did tonight. I thought our shot making was obviously much better, especially our poise as well towards the end of the game when they tried to make a run. But it's just one game, and we're glad we won, obviously. And so now we have to go back to Chicago and play even better.
Was you had a tough shooting game one, but you played solid all around them. How did you not let the shooting carry over until tonight?
Just it's part of it. Some games you're going to shoot the ball well, some games you're not. I thought there were a lot of good things I did in game one, and just continue to just focus on staying positive and come into tonight and stay aggressive and knowing that what shots I'm going to get and take them and believe that I'm going to take. I mean, I put a lot of work into my game every day, and so obviously I've been doing this for a long time. I have a lot of confidence in myself, so one game's not going to change that. And came out tonight. My team is able to find me good spots. I was able to make some shots and just continue to do that. But I thought overall everybody was obviously shooting much better. I think we just played with a little more poise tonight.
Playoff career high, 41. Did you see a look in him tonight? Did you have a sense that he's capable of doing that?
I think he's capable of doing that every night. I mean, he's a hell of a player. He's a hell of a scorer. He plays with such poise, and he missed some shots in game one that he didn't. He usually was good at making, and tonight he just stayed aggressive, and obviously he made some very tough ones, especially down the stretch, some big shots, especially that big play at the end to put us up 5. Finishing over Giannis. Just shows belief in his game and that he has in himself and the confidence he has. So, I mean, we've seen it him doing it all season long. So it's just not a question. Obviously, he might not go 41 every night, but he has the capability of making big shots, every night.
Not too much. You guys got 2 offensive rebounds down at the end. You had to tap out. But what was going through your head as that possession was going?
No, I mean, I was just trying to get a good look, and I thought it was a little bit of a scramble mode. And once we shot the ball, and I saw an opportunity for me to go and get the. I had a good run at the rim, trying to get the rebound, and it was Giannis with me, and I couldn't really get the ball. I just grabbed it, so I was just trying to tip it out, and I saw DeMar that he was a half, so I was just trying to tip it to him, but it was just a little bit of a broken play. And then when the defense is a little bit out of place, and I think there's an opportunity for us to get offensive rebounds at the same time. David Corman is calling somebody. I think when you have an opportunity, I think you also have to be careful, to not all crash, because then it leads to a transition. But just saw an opportunity, wanted to go for it. I was able to get a tip out.
Not to diminish anything anyone else did, but Alex had a big game. DeMar obviously had a big game, and you did also. And he was with a championship team a few years ago. Even though you lost the series, you had a good series against the Bucks. You had a big first game, and I think DeMar beat the Bucks with Giannis 4 or 5 years ago. The fact that you guys have played against this team, had success against these teams, does that even the playing field a lot more rather than this is the champions playing against the 6th seed?
I mean, I just think overall our experience of especially DeMar playing in so many big series. I've played in some series as well. Playing all these years, I think just that experience helps. I mean, I think we know the Milwaukee, as well. They've been a team that's been playing together for a while now, and we know the way they play. But I mean, they're still a great team. So I don't know if even the fields are now, but we'll still have to go out there and play really well. They're a team that's not going to beat themselves. They execute very well. They defend well. You have to make big plays to have a chance against them. So regardless of how well we know them, or we played against them, or whatever, we'll still have to go out there and play really well to have a chance. I thought tonight we did that, so we just have to continue.
What did you feel about the help scheme you had in lane against Giannis?
The scheme we were trying to do?
Yeah. closed him off quite a bit in the lane, when he was coming in.
I mean, when there are not many, or I don't know if any players are better than him going downhill and getting to the rim. I think over the years he's gone much better. Also, passing the ball to his teammates, and with all the shooting they have out there, it's tough. You can't just crowd the paint and hope the other guys miss. You have to do both. So we're just it's a tough matchup. He was still able to get a couple times to the rim and finish. We'll just try to limit him as much as we can. Obviously has big size. He's able to really, even with his size, get through small spaces. His Euro step is really good. So it's a tough thing we have to do, but we really focus on trying to help whoever's on the ball and try to make it crowded as much as we can in front of him. And then, hopefully we're able to limit him as much as we can. So tonight I thought we did a good job. We got a couple charges as well. But obviously he's not going to stop coming. He's going to continue to come, and we have to continue to be there and try to limit him as much as we can.
There was a moment in the third quarter where it was trying to get away from the ball. They were making a run. You huddled up as a group on the court. Zach pulled you over. Do you remember what we said in that?
No, just to stay together. We expected obviously them to make a run. I mean, they're a championship team for a reason. They've been there before, so we expected them to make a run. And we just had to stay together, calm down, and continue to do our thing. And I thought it was great that we did that tonight. Obviously, something we struggle with during the season. So it was great for us to be able to sustain that run and finish the game off and win the game. But it's just. We talked about it all week. We talked about it, even after game one. Just stick together, whatever's going on. It's a long game. We're gonna get the lead. They're gonna get the lead. It's gonna go back and forth. We just have to stick to our game plan and believe that we can do it. And hopefully, we can continue to do that.
Nikola, taking this series back to Chicago, it hasn't been a playoff game there for 5 years. What does it mean to have this series split, and what are you expecting on Friday night?
Yeah, I expect very very loud United Center. I think it's going to be obviously sold out. It's going to be very loud in there. I think Bulls fans are hungry for some home playoff games there. So I mean, they've been great with us all season long. So I can't imagine what's going to be like in the playoffs. Obviously, I had a chance actually to play against the Bulls my rookie year with Philly, and I remember it was a pretty great atmosphere. So we're all looking forward to it. Obviously, we're gonna try to use that energy and feed off of it, and hopefully we can play well. But we as players have to focus on the game plan and make sure we do our part. And obviously the fans are going to be huge, and we can't wait. I mean, it's going to be exciting to play in front of our Chicago fans.
Bulls fans don't like that. Talk about that Philly Bulls.
I know. I understand. I remember that, but I was just trying to say how I was. Now, actually, I remember that it was when D Rose went down. I remember it was even for me, who was the opposite player. It was awful to see such a great player go down and get hurt like that. You could just feel the energy just taken out of the UC. I felt really bad for him. I actually was a huge fan of his game, just the way he played. So it was awful. Hopefully, but yeah.
Hey, speaking of injuries, Middleton left the game tonight, and there's early word that he might have an MCL sprain, and obviously that's just awful, and the injury is bad. But if he is to miss extended time for the Bucks, what would that do to the series?
I mean, I don't know. Obviously, you feel bad for a guy, and you do not want to, see anybody get hurt, especially this time of year. Everybody wants to, play and compete and be part of the team. So I just, I don't know. I honestly hope he's not really injured and he can play, because you want everybody to play and really compete. So I hope it's nothing serious and that he can play.
Guys, we got Demar here, but you have one more left on soon. Alexander, go ahead.
Nikola, fantastična utakmica, fantastična pobjeda, 24 tvoja poena, 13 skokova. U stvari ti si na prošloj utakmici imao također 24 poena, znači igrao si izvanredno. Evo, mislim da si pokazao večeras profesionalizam, iskustvo, da ste igrali sistematično i do kraja ste to i odradili i pobedili vrlo važnu utakmicu u gostima.
Jeste, hvala puno. Bitna utakmica za nas, bitna pobjeda. Naravno, to je samo jedna utakmica. Sad moramo da se vratimo kod kuće i da nastavimo da dobro igramo, još bolje igramo i da pokušamo da pobjedimo obje utakmice. Biće veoma bitno, pogotovo ta treća. Ali sigurno teška utakmica. Oni su vrlo jaka ekipa, vrlo iskusna. Nikad ne odustaju, iako smo imali veliko vojstvo, oni su se vraćali. U treći, u četvrtu su se vratili vrlo blizu i bilo je gusto do samog kraja. Smo uspjeli da privedemo utakmicu u kraju, tako da stvarno bitna pobjeda za nas, pogotovo što smo imali problema s takvim utakmicama tokom sezone. Nismo uspjeli da dobijemo dosta tih gustih utakmica i pokazali smo karakter večeras, ali kao što sam rekao, to je samo jedna utakmica, pokrećemo se sa utakmici broj 3, idemo dalje.
imali nekad razmišljanja, pa oni su Bucks, oni su trenutni šampioni, ili evo večeras ste pokazali da možete ih pobediti, mogli ste možda i u prvoj, a pomenuli ste također kao ruki da se igrali sa Filadelfijom u to vreme protiv Bullsa, sad si ovoga puta u dresu Bullsa, biće interesantno.
Ne, mi naravno poštujemo njih maksimalno, oni su jedna odlična ekipa, veoma iskusna, oni su šampioni bili prošle godine s razlogom, imaju sjajan tim, sjajni igrače i ne smiju nikako da se opustimo. Naravno, mi vjerujemo u nas i vjerujemo u naše mogućnosti i vjerujemo da možemo da pobjedimo, ali ih respektujemo maksimalno i moramo da se dobro pripremimo za njihov odgovor za treću utakmicu.
Koliko je svema ovome psihološki element bitan u samu igru i pre i za vreme utakmice?
Mnogo bitan, u play-offu je to možda i najbitnije. Moraš biti maksimalno skoncentrisan, svaki napad, svaku odbranu, greške treba svesti na minimum, psihološki i treba izdržati uspone, padove tokom utakmice i poraze i pobjede. Ne smije se reagovati ni iz previše uzbuđenja, ni iz previše razočarenja, tako da treba ostati, kažem, tu u nekoj sredini, treba biti mentalno dosta jak i čvrst, tako da to je mnogo bitno u play-offu i mislim da se to godinama i kroz iskustvo i to se ističe također, ali mislim da smo večeras uspjeli da pokažemo karakter i moramo još bolje dalje.
Nikola, thank you.
Hvala vama, prijatno.